I'm Matt Bishar with REITs.com. I'm here at the New York Hilton for REIT Week 2017, NAREIT's Investor Forum. Joining me today is Craig Leupold, Chief Executive Officer of Green Street Advisors. Craig, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So Green Street's been covering REITs from a time when the equity market cap was around $3 billion, and now here we are, we've grown to over $1 trillion. What's your view on the outlook right now for the REIT sector?
Yeah, we continue to be very bullish for the outlook for the REIT sector. We find that most institutional investors are under-allocated to real estate at this point. Meanwhile, when you look at REITs, they're basically a collection of private market real estate assets. A recent study by CEM Benchmarking found that REITs are no more volatile than the underlying real estate, which had been sort of a knock against the REITs by some private market investors. But if you account for appraisal lag and reporting lag, you find that REITs are no more volatile than that underlying real estate, both on a long-term and a short-term basis. Meanwhile, REITs have outperformed core real estate funds by roughly 275 to 300 basis points a year. So you have similar risk characteristics for the REIT industry as you do for private market real estate, at the same time that you're getting better returns from the REIT industry. So we continue to be bullish on the outlook for the REIT industry overall.
And based on what you're seeing happening in the capital markets, what advice would you have for REIT investors right now?
So about 4 years ago, we launched a new product line called Real Estate Analytics. So Green Street basically found the opportunity to invest in creating a team to focus on private market fundamentals across 50 different property markets, across 8 different property sectors. That product line is focused on fundamentals, on valuation, and also on return expectations. As we think about the tools that we've created there, and we look at how real estate is priced relative to other capital market alternatives, we're quite comfortable with where real estate is priced today. In fact, we would say it's even sort of slightly undervalued. Meanwhile, you look at the REIT market and we find that REITs are trading at roughly a 7% discount to underlying real estate value. That's on an unleveraged basis. So real estate's on sale on Wall Street. Meanwhile, you get enhanced liquidity and lower overhead costs. So we see real estate is being attractively priced, but REITs is being even more attractively priced.
Now, you've been with Green Street for nearly 25 years, and obviously in that time there's been dramatic changes in the REIT industry, as well as the commercial real estate industry as a whole. So, as the CEO of Green Street, how do you shape and reposition the firm for these changes?
So, certainly there have been a lot of changes that we've seen. We continue to be bullish on REITs, as I explained. We continue to be bullish on commercial real estate generally, and so we continue to invest in the firm. We continue to grow our team. Our team has actually almost tripled in size over the last 10 years. Some of our focus areas have been private market real estate research through our real estate analytics product line. We've also invested heavily in quantitative analytics and developing new tools and analyses to understand not only the private market but also the public market. And then lastly, we've done a lot to grow our advisory and consulting practice, which basically provides bespoke or customized solutions to large real estate owners, and or savvy institutional investors. Then, we've invested heavily in our London-based team, where we now have geographic coverage across the continent as well as London and the UK. That team now covers roughly 50 companies. So we haven't rested on our laurels to any extent and continue to invest in the company. And as I said, we're optimistic about not only the REIT industry but the commercial real estate industry as well.
Great. Craig, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
For more from REIT Week 2017, be sure to visit REIT.com.